I remember when I was little, the night sky around the horizon was a sort of odd maroon gray-red. It glowed, it throbbed. And this was probably because I lived in Elizabeth, New Jersey, and it was probably the oil refineries or lights, ambient lights from the airports and from everything else. And my bedroom was in the back of the house. In the backyard was a Henny-Hendon 4-foot above-ground swimming pool. I remember how excited I would be in early June when my father would take the green hose, and after we had put the pool up or taken the cover off and found a couple of dead squirrels and whatnot, shocked the water, drained it, all that other stuff, and then we'd put that hose in. And I couldn't wait. It would take 2 days to fill that pool for some reason. And I remember at first you could hear it against the liner. And then you couldn't. The hose went silent because the water was rising. And then it got filled enough, and the filter would go on. And every night in the summer I would go to sleep with the sound of crickets in the filter outtake hose. Outtake. Babbling Brook, my Babbling Brook. I remember in my 13th year, the first time I felt a weird sort of tension for this girl Jackie that lived next door. She didn't live next door, her grandmother did, but she visited. And I invited her to go night swimming. I was always excited when Jackie would come visit her grandmother. I'd show off. Suddenly I'd rush from my bedroom as if I didn't know she was there, but I did. And I'd do a Tarzan yell. And I'd leap over the side, leap into the air and dive right into the pool, no ladder or anything. I was a friggin' gazelle when I was a kid. I could jump over anything. My friend Bertha Sanchez Bayo Pingaran, Bertha McMenny, remembers me when I would hop on a full run on a car, put my one hand down, and catapult myself over the car. Damn. Been a while. But at any rate, this one night I'm in the pool. I'm all alone. I loved it. Upstairs, I could hear the strains of the beginnings of the Waltons playing from my sister's bedroom. My mother was watching it with him. And outside, that summer throb of the night, when you're little and you hear everything and see everything, and your solitude is so filled with marvel. And I remember hearing the crickets and looking up at the stars, because up at the tops of the trees, that ambient light was gone. You would see just a few. I know what Wordsworth meant by fair as a star when only one is shining in the sky. No, there were a few. And one night, I'm swimming there, and I suddenly see the shadowy form of Jackie. I knew it was her. And she was on the other side of the fence, and I said, "What's up?" Oh my God. This phone. Later. And she came into the pool at night, and I walked her around on my shoulders, and I remember the feel of her thighs against my shoulder. And then I remember me doing handstands 3 times back and forth across the pool, holding my breath, and Jackie tickling my feet. And then I got up, stood up, and the water was dripping from me, and we were near the ladder, and I kissed her. You know, I've been sad a lot lately, and I should be talking about these memories because my life is so full, because my mind is so acutely aware of the things people think are insignificant. It doesn't work on events or achievements. It works on moments like that. Da 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 da. The Waltons were ending with the same song they began. When I kissed Jackie. And there were stars 100, 2,000 light years removed from us. And the sound of the filter outtake holes. And of a door slamming, screen door slamming maybe half a block away. And beyond us in the front yards, the arc of cigarettes they shot from the porches, thrown to the streets by the fathers. Well, it might be a corny play, but Emily's right in our town. Life, you are too wonderful for anyone to realize you.